All right, hey VC, my name is Jamie. Welcome back. And yeah, we've got another stack of wax, more recent vinyl pickups to let you know about. Also, a special 2 CD set that's come out. So at the time of recording this, it's a Monday. This probably won't get out until Tuesday, but it's Monday, August the 5th. That means it's the civic holiday long weekend in pretty much most of Canada. So I have the day off today, which is kind of nice. But yeah, dropping my wife off. She's visiting our girls in Montreal, and thought, well, maybe we can go out for breakfast. Like everything is closed, or at least in my town here. So Civic Holiday Monday is just shut down. So yeah, I thought, well, we got a little bit of time, and always nice to chat with you. And yeah, we'll show you some more stuff. I picked this up, and my apologies for not sort of unboxing it or unwrapping it, but I picked it up and I was excited to listen to it. And then I thought, oh my gosh, I should have saved this for the video. So this has already been opened, and I did listen to the first disc. This is the new King Crimson tour set that is out. This is the Elements, and this is the 2019 tour box, and these come out every year. They've been coming out for a few years now, and so it's a 2 CD set that really doesn't take a look just at like the current tour. Basically, they have snippets of old songs, and it's kind of like a musical collage. It's kind of almost like bits and pieces, almost like what Frank Zappa does a lot of times with some of the compilations that have been put out. Not necessarily full songs, but they kind of blend into each other. But it's not, as I say, right off the bat, they have 21st Century Schizoid Man instrumental from 1969. But they do some new stuff and then weave it in with some of the old stuff. So here it is. And yeah, I've really enjoyed these sets. Simple, in sort of the nice book form, simple 2 CD sets. And here is the track listing. Hopefully you can get that. Now here they don't necessarily tell you each year. Some of them they do. But inside you get full details. And they always provide it with a nice book, or at least booklet as well. Inside. The only thing, as you can see, it's a 2 CD set, but of course they have to house the CDs like that. I'm not a fan of CDs overlapping like that. Again, if you want to, oh, I'd like to listen to the first disc. Oh, I kind of have to take this out, or I can kind of slip this one out. So that's how they are housed. So that's the hype sticker on the front that I saved. It says contains a 28-page tour booklet and a 2 CD collection of extracts, elements from studio recordings, alternate takes, live tracks, rehearsals, and finished recordings from 1969 to 2018, much of it previously unreleased on CD. So there you have it. So there's the nifty little booklet, and it's always kind of cool. And I'll show you more of them. I'll have to take the 1 CD out. And they give you sort of the tour dates for this year, which is kind of cool. And yeah, I'll see if I can, might as well just take them both out so you can see. So yeah, it's that, not a fan. Not a fan of this. But this is how this series has been displayed. So in keeping with that, it'd be odd if they changed the configuration. But there you have King Crimson there, looking like a business firm. Okay. And so you have that, and maybe we'll take a quick look at the booklet. What I thought was interesting is always some interesting artwork and whatnot, but some of the write-up here from Robert Fripp I thought was interesting, saying that as part of our approach for 2019 is to perform in spaces and events that we often decline, such as large open-air festivals and venues. What happens after 2019 is currently undecided. Currently undecided covers the spectrum of possibilities and should be viewed positively. Wonderful things can happen, but we don't yet know how wonderful. So it's interesting that they are playing some sort of different venues and the idea of trying to maybe reach more people, that sort of thing. Well, I'll just take a nice quick look at the booklet. Generally nice pictures overall and some nice text. But yeah, 50th certainly anniversary for In the Court of the Crimson King. And I understand there is going to be a In the Court of the Crimson King box set that's supposed to be coming out. I think here they say complete 1969 coming in 2019 contest to be determined. So there you have all the advertising, of course, for all of the other sets, box sets, vinyl packages. And there you have the listing of the tour books that have been out, and they go back to 2014. I only go back to roughly, so that's this year's, and then 2018, oops, 2017 and 2016. So that's as far back as I go with regards to that, as they are getting, especially the older ones, are getting a little bit harder to find, that sort of thing. Okay, so there you have King Crimson, the tour box set. Now we'll just take a look at some random vinyl that I picked up, some blues, good blues ones off the top. I was really happy to pick this one up. This is, of course, the great Howlin Wolf, Chester Burnett, a.k.a. Howlin Wolf, and this is a, basically it's a compilation, but it's a double album compilation that I was able to get for a really decent price. And so, yeah, there we go. Side 1 and 2. So this pretty much gives you everything you need from the Wolf. And this is on chess, but a Canadian pressing, so it's distributed through a GRT. Yeah, it's a nice gatefold. And so, yeah, happy to get some Howlin Wolf on vinyl, because I have lots on the CD, but I don't have anything on vinyl. But very nicely on the chess label. And yeah, right in the bottom there, distributed through a GRT. So really happy with that, and it plays great. So really happy about that. And another great blues album I picked up. I've seen this certainly on the VC. I can't remember a few of the folks that were showing this. Maybe Jeff. I can't remember who else has shown this, but yeah, I saw this and then saw that this was available at a decent price, and so I picked it up. And this, if you're getting some Taj Mahal, this is the one to get because he's got Karina. That's big tunes, or just Karina as it's known on here, and it's also got She Caught the Katy and Left Me a Mule to Ride. Like, it's just a nice album overall. It sounds great. And they have reissued this. This is, I don't know if it's an original copy, but at least a early enough pressing. It's not. This one is not a reissue. And it's on Columbia. But yeah, it may be got a feeling it's probably a later pressing, but. Very cool. Yeah, really happy to pick up this album. Absolutely great. Okay, and a little bit of Sly and the Family Stone, Greatest Hits. Nice Greatest Hits compilation. This is really a good one. This really gives you your bang for the buck in terms of it's got almost all of the hit singles. And in fact, it's not the single version often, it's the album version. But that's what you get on there. That's fantastic. And it really is a good compilation overall. And then on the Epic label. Yeah, there you go. I think this is a later pressing too, is my guess. But okay, so there's that. And moving right along. Yeah, I was just playing this earlier. Really enjoyed this. This is Jim Croce, Jim and Ingrid Croce. This is Another Day, Another Town. This had a different title when it was first released in 1969. This is a later pressing on the Pickwick/Capitol label. And this was Jim Croce's second album with his wife Ingrid. And it's a lovely album. It's folky, but then it has kind of a country kind of sound to it too. Unfortunately, with this reissue, they changed the song order around, and then they cut 2 tracks from the 1969 album. So it was an 11-song album, which they then reduced to a 9-song album. Why they did that, I don't know. I'm at a loss for that. Why would you cut 2 of the tracks? I don't know. Unless it's cheaper that way on a reissue, that sort of thing. But this is on the Pickwick label, which I know is not a favorite label in the VC, but yeah. But yeah, Pickwick through Capitol. Okay, but yeah, this is really, as I say, if you like Jim Croce, this is really a nice album. Really a nice album overall. Okay, and I think we got time for one more. Maybe let's get in a little Joe Walsh. And of course, one of the great titles, The Smoker You Drink, The Player You Get. And I can't remember, I think this is Joe's second or third technically solo album, but he was with the band called Barnstorm. And I guess, as far as I understand, he wanted to release these as Barnstorm albums, like being part of a group, but it was the record company pushing to have it just released as Joe Walsh, and which kind of led to the demise of the band because, but I love this is just amazing. Nice gatefold here like that. So that's basically the band. But it's definitely, yeah, it's all advertised. Of course, this has got Rocky Mountain Way, which is such a great track. And there you have the band there. But yeah, I guess they had wanted to release them as an album called Barnstormer, the band, but Joe Walsh instead. But great album. Oh, from start to finish, it's great. And when you kick it off with Rocky Mountain Way, it's terrific. Really good. Okay, that's going to wrap it up for this one. Thank you so much. Again, it's been a civic holiday long weekend, which is a good thing. So we'll talk again. Take care. Bye-bye.